On board the Progress are 1,940 pounds of propellant, 110 pounds of oxygen and air, 926 pounds of water, and 2,976 pounds of maintenance hardware, experiment equipment, and resupply items destined for use aboard the International Space Station. Once the Progress docks to the Piers docking compartment, less than 6 hours before Endeavour's scheduled launch to the International Space Station on Friday. The Progress 42 cargo ship launched on time from the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan at 8:05 a.m. Central Time today. That's 7:05 p.m. in Kazakhstan. And less than 10 minutes later, the Progress reached its preliminary orbit and deployed its solar arrays and navigational antennas just as planned. At 8:17 a.m. this morning Central Time, Flight Director Edelin received confirmation from Mission Control Moscow that the third stage of the rocket had separated as expected. There are 2 rendezvous burns scheduled today and 1 tomorrow before the automated spacecraft begins its final terminal rendezvous to the space station on Friday. The docking time to Piers is scheduled for 9:29 a.m. Central Time. And we'll have NASA TV coverage of that docking beginning at 9 a.m. Central Time Friday. In addition to making some preparations for the arrival of the new cargo ship and the arrival of the Space Shuttle Endeavour and its crew, the Expedition 27 crew was involved in a number of different experiments today, including CARD, which is an experiment that looks at how the heart performs during long-duration space life, and C-SPIN, which looks at how the near absence of gravity on the outpost affects the way cucumber plants grow and develop, which is important for plant researchers trying to develop new strains on the ground, and also for those looking forward to longer duration missions to other destinations in our solar system where we might need to grow plants as a food or oxygen source. In addition, Paulo Nespoli worked with the setup of a new amateur radio antenna system in the Columbus laboratory. He did some of the checkouts on that antenna system, but had to close out the activity in favor of other activities before he could get it fully triangulated and working properly. And Ron Guerin also installed some computer network upgrades in the Kibo laboratory. Of course, the Columbus laboratory, one of the key contributions of the European Space Agency, along with the automated transfer vehicle Johannes Kepler that remains docked at the aft port of the Zvezda service module, and the Kibo Laboratory, a key contribution of the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency, its key laboratory aboard the International Space Station. As mentioned, the crew also making preparations for the arrival of Endeavour's astronauts on Sunday to begin the dock phase of the STS-134 Utilization Logistics Flight 6 mission to the space station, that 14-day mission, again launching on Friday. This pretty much wraps up our video of the rollout preparations to the launch pad, and as soon as this is complete, we'll have live cover, have a replay of the launch of Progress. You can see the gantry falling back away from the rocket. Engine start and liftoff of Progress 42, again at 8:05 a.m. Central Time. This replay showing us the 7:05 p.m. Baikonur time launch from the Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan. Again, the Progress is loaded with 1,900 pounds of propellant, 100 pounds of oxygen and air, 900 pounds of water, and 2,900 pounds of maintenance hardware, experiment equipment, and resupply items for the space station. And it is scheduled to arrive at the Piers docking compartment at 9:29 a.m. Central Time, just 6 hours before Endeavour's scheduled launch to the International Space Station.